The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren Warrior Baseball is coming your way on 92.7 KTWA. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in once again. On behalf of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you this evening to another streaming and radio broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Mr. Kyle Smith running the board for us, back at the station, at the studio in Atomo this evening, making this thing run smoothly for everybody. Thank you, Kyle. And I am alongside Mr. David Kirchner, longtime Warrior contributor, PA announcer. My cameraman and on-site producer is Mr. A.J. Rowe, and I'm flying solo tonight on the broadcast. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We will all be more than happy to be with you on the call this evening. Tonight, Warriors return home, finally. Seems like we've been on the road for a while, but we're back at home here in Keosauqua, Iowa, the Ferguson Sports Complex, Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex here at Perkins Field. I'm up here in the Norman Kissling press box with assistance from the Hoagland Foundation, and we are getting set for boys high school varsity baseball for you tonight. A Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division matchup. The Central Lee Hawks are in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch slated for right around 7:30 p.m. We got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast tonight, and if you're choosing to do so, making this broadcast part of your Wednesday, June 25th evening, big thanks for doing so. Hopefully the stream holds better than it did last night over at Burlington, Notre Dame in Burlington, Iowa. A little bit, apologize for that, a little bit sketchy on the reception over there, but we finished up on the radio, so hopefully you were able to tune in and catch the end of the broadcast, but we hope to have a smooth one here tonight. No venue or time changes. We got lineups entered. Everything is ready. I'm feeling confident about a good pregame show here, so if you're choosing to tune in, we're streaming live at Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air. It's your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA and Atomo Radio Sports Group station. If you're tuning in on one of those two avenues tonight, hey, a big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these fine sponsors, and I'll go through their in-game sponsorship as well if they have one. Let's run through them quickly. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. Iowa Missouri Seed, they've got the pregame show. Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride Countywide, they sponsor the postgame show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's, they will sponsor tonight's starting lineups. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They will sponsor tonight's first pitch. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. They've got all the innings, 1 through 7, maybe more, whatever's necessary tonight. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Atomo and the surrounding areas. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs, and even drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. They sponsor tonight's player of the game, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. Throughout the course of the season, they will sponsor coaches and players' interviews. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring pitching changes in tonight's game and also throughout the course of the year. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte, a proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials, sponsoring strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers this evening. Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. They will sponsor any Warrior home runs hit tonight and throughout the year. And Wasco Hardware, located on Main Street, Keosauqua. Stop in and see their showroom. If you're in the area, a customer in need of some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They are a huge reason why these broadcasts can be brought to you and seen on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also heard over the air at 92.7 KTWA. Please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. Like I said, a huge part of tonight's broadcast. This is the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. You can follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. We got a few extra ads to get in this pregame show. We're on the air maybe a little bit early tonight, but it feels good because we're going to be ready and not miss any action. We got a few extra ads to get in from that shortened broadcast. The reception, like I said, was sketchy last night, so we might work in an extra break here in the pregame show. We're going to start this pregame show with a 3-minute break. You can start to hear from some of those wonderful sponsors who are so important to make this broadcast possible. When we come back, we'll start to break down both teams. Take a look at Central Lee, take a look at Van Buren County. We'll look at the starting lineups, the pitching matchup, other action around the conference, all that and more still to come in the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. Back with you in 3 minutes to continue the Warrior Baseball pregame show. You are tuned into it right here on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're streaming live. Also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All of that made possible through the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you to continue the pregame show after this 3-minute break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114 because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114 or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up, quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of the year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we are back with you from Keosauqua, Iowa, here at the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex overlooking Perkins Field, up here in the Kissling Press Box, getting set for boys high school varsity baseball for you this evening. Central Lee Hawks in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. And we will continue things with the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. You can follow them on Facebook. We're going to break down both teams right now and take a look at the results and how they are doing coming into tonight's matchup. Let's start with the Central Lee Hawks. Head coach is Shane Weerather, assisted by Todd Herdrich and Ron Walker. Next action for them is tomorrow, Thursday, June 26th at New London. And then we'll be at New London on Friday, 7:30 p.m. start there tomorrow for Central Lee at New London. They are the Central Lee Hawks in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight is 12-3 on the year, 5-2 at home, 6-1 on the road, 1-0 in neutral site games. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Central Lee right now is 5-3, and in the last 5 they are 4-1. They have wins this year over Fairfield, Danville, Anamosa, twice over West Burlington, Fort Madison, Winfield Mount Union, New London, Van Buren County, Keokuk, Hillcrest Academy, and Highland. Their 3 losses have come twice to Mediapolis and once to Burlington Notre Dame. Last time out for Central Lee was yesterday, Tuesday, June 24th, a 15-5, 10-run rule win at home against the West Burlington Falcons. Let's take a look at some leading players on the season in those key statistical category areas for Central Lee. Starting with batting average, Blake Davis, 429. Mason Sanders at 409. Bo Herdrich at 372. Hits leaders for the Hawks, Blake Davis with 21. Hunter Edlin with 16. Bo Herdrich and Ward Fraze also with 16 hits. They've got 3 players with 16 hits. RBI leaders for Central Lee, Davis with 24. Gage Van Osdal and Bo Herdrich each with 17 runs batted in. Ward Fraze leads him on the bases with 14 steals. He's also leads him in runs scored with 18. In the pitching department, ERA leaders, Blake Davis, who's on the mound tonight for Central Lee, he's their ace, 0.95 ERA in 14 and 2/3 innings pitched. Caden Newton, 5.04 ERA in 16 and 2/3 innings pitched. Strikeout department, Davis leads him with 31. Newton and Herdrich each have 23. Davis leads him on the mound in wins with 3. Central Lee averaging 8.7 runs a game. They give up 5 even. The team batting average is 308. The team on base is 430. Team slugging is 471. The team fielding is 932, and the team ERA is 3.89. Central Lee got a 3-2 walk-off win over in Donaldson, Iowa earlier this season over the Warriors. All right, let's work in another 3-minute break here in the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. When we come back after this 3-minute break, we'll break down the Warriors on the season, and then maybe another short break before we take a look at the starting lineups, pitching matchup, conference standings, and other action around the conference tonight. All that and more still to come for you on a loaded Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Second 3-minute break in the pregame show coming at you right now.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you once again from the Mildred and Eddie Ferguson Sports Complex here, Western Edge of Keosauqua, Perkins Field, up here in the Kissling Press Box. We will continue the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. We've already taken a look at Central Lee, so we can turn our attention to a breakdown of the Van Buren County Warriors into tonight's action. Head coach is Shane Bagley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for the Warriors, a busy week. Tomorrow, Thursday, June 26th, a home again, right back here for Danville, a 7:30 first pitch. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into tonight's action is 8-11. They're 3-4 at home, 4-4 on the road, 1-3 neutral site games. They compete this year in Class 1A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors is 3-6. In the last 5, they are 2-3. Let's take a look at the wins this year so far for Van Buren County. Twice over West Burlington, Winfield Mount Union, Fort Madison, Pekin, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, and Louisa Muscatine. Their losses have come to Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, twice to Mediapolis, Fairfield, Davis County, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, Central Lee, New London, and Martinsdale St. Mary's. The last time out for the Warriors was last night, Tuesday, June 24th, a 5-0 loss over at Weingart Field, on the campus of Burlington Notre Dame over there in Burlington, Iowa. Let's take a look at the Warrior leaders on the season. Batting average, Isaac Leffler, 433. Caden Simmons, 381. Eli McKinney at 298. Hits leaders, Leffler with 26, Will Coral with 16, Millard, McKinney, and Meek, each with 14 hits on the year. Runs batted in leaders for the Warriors, Leffler with 14, Millard with 9, Coral with 8. Leffler leads them on the bases with 26 steals. Aiden McEntee leads them with 16 runs scored. In the pitching department, earned run average for Van Buren County, Aiden McEntee, he's on the mound tonight, a matchup of aces for each school. 2.05 ERA in 30 2/3 innings pitched. Isaiah Meek, 2.51 in 22 1/3 innings pitched. McEntee leads them, he's actually tied with Coral with 25 strikeouts. Meek has 17. McEntee leads them on the mound with 3 wins. The Warriors averaging 5 runs a game. They give up 5.8. The team batting average is 251. Team on base, 375. Team slugging is 298. The team fielding is 922. And the team ERA is 4.31. That's a look at the Warriors. Let's take a look at the conference standings. should be updated into action tonight. Starting in the North Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, Hillcrest Academy 9-6, 6-3. Highland 8-6, 5-2. Pekin is 6-8, 5-3. Louisa Muscatine 5-8, 4-4. Winfield Mount Union 4-11, 4-5. Lone Tree is 7-8, 4-5. And Wapello is 1-12, 1-8. In the South Division, where both these teams call home, Mediapolis 19-1, 10-0. They will win the South. Burlington Notre Dame 10-7, 8-3. Central Lee is 12-3, 5-3. New London 11-8, 4-6. Van Buren County is 8-11, 3-6. West Burlington 7-8, 3-8, and Danville is 1-15, 1-9. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. Let's take a look at other action around the conference tonight on this Wednesday, June 25th, 2025. Teams involved in matchups in the South Division. Mediapolis is at Mount Pleasant, non-conference. Burlington Notre Dame went to Riverfront Stadium in Waterloo, where the Waterloo Bucks minor league team play. They're going to play Key High from Lansing and Roland Story, a couple games up there for Burlington Notre Dame today. And Central Lee is right here to take on Van Buren County. Teams involved in action from the north. Highland is at Hillcrest Academy, and at the University of Iowa baseball field, Lone Tree is going to take on Calamus Wheatland in a double header. All right, let's fit in another 2-minute break here to finish up the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. We will take a look at the pitching matchup and the starting lineups coming at you when we come back from this 2-minute break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you to finish up the pregame show after this 2-minute break.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you on the Warrior Baseball pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf is your seed dealer. And it's time now to take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. We will start first with the starting lineup tonight for the visitors, the Central Lee Hawks. Leading off for Central Lee is number 5, Ward Frazee, a junior, playing center field. Batting second is number 13, Gage Van Osdale, a sophomore at shortstop. Batting third is number 15, Blake Davis, another sophomore. He is on the mound. In the cleanup spot is number 4, Bo Herdrich, a senior. He's doing the catching. Batting fifth is number 8, Caden Kelfie, a senior in right field. Batting sixth is number 10, Hunter Edlin, a senior at third base. Batting seventh is number 7, Chase Johnson, a senior doing the DHing. He will bat for number 9, Kellen Weber, who's an 8th grader playing second base. That's Johnson for Weber. Batting eighth is number 17, Braden Wyrick, a senior. He's playing left field. And batting ninth for Central Lee is number 16, Carter Ellingbo. He's a junior playing first base. Let's recap that lineup. For Central Lee, Frazee, Van Osdale, Davis, Herdrich, Kelfie, Edlin, Johnson for Weber, Wyrick, and Ellingbo. That's the starting lineup for the visitors, the Central Lee Hawks. Tonight, let's turn our attention to the Warriors and go over their starting lineup, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Leading off is number 1, Aiden McEntee. He's a senior doing the pitching tonight for Van Buren County. Batting second is number 7, Leo Urach, a freshman at second base. Batting third is number 3, Isaac Leffler, a senior at third base. The cleanup spot for the Warriors is number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior at first base. Batting fifth is number 2, Kinnick Miller, a sophomore at shortstop. Batting sixth is number 9, Will Coral, a sophomore in left field. Batting seventh is number 11, Eli McKinney, a junior in center field. Batting eighth, number 17, Caden Simmons, another junior behind the plate doing the catching. Batting ninth is number 4, Gavin Knoll, a junior in right field. Once again, that lineup for the Warriors: McEntee, Urach, Leffler, Meek, Millard, Coral, McKinney, Simmons, and Knoll. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup quick. Aiden McEntee on the mound for the Warriors. He's number 1, a senior outfielder / pitcher. Pitched in 6 games, started them all. 3-2 record without a save, 30 2/3 innings pitched, 438 total pitches, 127 official at-bats against him with a .213 average. 27 hits he's given up, 18 runs, 9 of them earned, 12 walks, 3 hit batters, 25 strikeouts, 2.05 ERA. For Central Lee, number 15, Blake Davis, a sophomore shortstop / pitcher, is on the mound. He has pitched in 5 games, started 3 of them, a 3-1 record without a save, 14 2/3 innings pitched, 297 total pitches, 68 official at-bats against him, a 103 average. He's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned, 13 walks, 5 hit batters, 31 strikeouts, a 0.95 ERA for Blake Davis. All right, here we go. Just about ready. Ward Frazee going to step in there. For Central Lee, it'll be Frazee, Van Osdale, and Davis. Frazee, 320. On the year, McEntee is ready. The lefty out of the windup. And the first pitch of the night is a called strike 1. 0-1. 7:27 time of the first pitch. We'll get the weather conditions for you in a minute. McEntee ready again, and here he comes. Foul back right below us. Quickly 0-2 to Frazee, the leadoff man from the right side. McEntee, the lefty. It's 88 degrees, mostly clear. 71% humidity, winds south at 7 miles per hour. Warriors in their white with the black shoulders. Centrally in all black with the yellow numbers and letters tonight. McEntee, that pitch is grounded to Millard at short. Kinnick will glove and throw over to Meek. Frazee is the first out of the evening. 6-3 on that putout, which will bring up number 13. Batting second in the order is Gage Van Osdale, a sophomore shortstop. 333 for Van Osdale on the year. Base is empty, 1 out. We're just underway. From the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, McEntee to the plate. That pitch swung on, fly ball, right center. McEntee coming in into his left. Eli there to make the play. On 4 pitches, McEntee's got a couple of outs as Van Osdale flies to right center. McKinney there to make the play. Van Osdale, the second out of the inning, and that will bring up number 15. In the third spot in the order, Blake Davis, a sophomore pitcher tonight, 429. Dangerous hitter here for Central Lee. He's in there from the right side to face the lefty McEntee. Aiden ready, here he comes. Missed low, 1-0 to Davis. Warriors coming off a 5-0 loss last night over in Burlington against Notre Dame. That pitch swung on and drilled deep to left. Coral's going to turn around and watch this one fly out of here. Into the wind, blowing in too. Might have been down at that moment, but Davis homers to left, and Central Lee leads 1-0. A 2-out run there. Like I said, a dangerous hitter here in the top of the first. Davis with a solo home run, and it's 1-0 Central Lee early in this one. And that's going to bring up Bo Herdrich. Umpires were not ready. McEntee was ready, and they stopped play. So, first hit of the inning. And that's the first hit and run given up by McEntee. Now, Eden ready, so are the umps. Here's the first pitch to Herdrich. And it's a strike, a slow right hand raise by the umpire at home plate here tonight. We'll have to keep an eye on that. 0-1 to number 4, Bo Herdrich, the cleanup man, a senior catcher. 372 for him. Herdrich steps out. So Central Lee leads 1-0 here with 2 outs. Top of the first, base is empty. McEntee swing and a miss to Herdrich. 0-2 to Herdrich, the Central Lee Hawks catcher. He did the pitching, starter for them the last time these two teams met, a 3-2 win for Central Lee. Breaking ball missed, low and in. And the count 1-2 to the batter now. So the Warriors will be playing from behind early here. McEntee to the plate, missed outside, a little low. Count even at 2-2 to Herdrich. Beautiful night for a ball game. Humidity down a little bit from early this morning. Wind blowing in the press box windows here. Missed high on a fastball, did McEntee. Full count now, 3-2. Like I said earlier, Warriors in their white uniforms for the most part. Black shoulders, orange numbers and letters across the chest. Centrally all black with yellow numbers and lettering. McEntee looks in, has his sign from Simmons. Into the windup he goes. Here's the payoff. Popped up on the infield. Meek in foul territory between home and first makes the play. And he'll shovel the ball back towards the mound. Herdrich is the third out of the inning on the pop out to Meek in foul territory, the first baseman making the play. 12 pitches I had for McEntee to get through the first. Central Lee gets a run on a hit. There were no errors. Nobody left. I'll put that in my scorebook here. And after a half an inning of play, Central Lee leads 1-0. Warriors coming to the plate for the first time when we come back after this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex outside of Keosauqua here, going to the bottom of the second. Warriors coming to the plate for the first time, trailing 1-0 off of that solo home run by their pitcher, Blake Davis, also their leading average hitter and hits-wise on the year. It'll be McEntee, Urach, and Leffler for the Warriors. McEntee getting ready to step in there from the left side. 2-11 for him on the year. He takes a called strike one on the first pitch from Davis. Let's see what McEntee did last night at Notre Dame. 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. Swing and a miss by Aiden on that next offering from Davis. Quickly, 0-2, the count to the batter. Davis, the righty, into the windup. Here comes the 0-2, miss away. Davis, that's some good velocity from the Central Lee pitcher. Working towards the first base side of the rubber. Here comes the 1-2. McEntee will swing through it. Davis sets him down on strikes. First out of the inning. First strikeout issued by Davis. Up next for the Warriors is number 2 in the order, Leo Urach. He wears number 7, a freshman, second baseman. 240, the average for him. On the year, last night at Burlington Notre Dame, 0 for 2 for Urach with a couple of walks. And Davis, does he have a problem with the mound? Their assistant coach out and the umpires out to look at something. As you can see if you're streaming with us on YouTube, or is that an injury? Not sure what they're looking at. Looking at the mound, I think. Is he not happy with the mound? Not sure what. It's the first one who's had an issue with it this year. I count that as a mound visit? Not sure what that's about. Catcher readjusting his gear to the left of home plate here. Now that's Herdrich. He's ready to go. Shane Bagley talking to the third baseman Edlin down there. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, here's the first pitch to Urach. Missed inside. Called it a strike? Really? It's 0-1. The 0-1. It's a slow raise of the right arm is all I can say. That missed. 1-1 to Urach. Davis ready again. The windup, here he comes. That one popped up left side. I think going to get out of play, and it will. 1-2 to Urach. He's back in there, and Davis is ready. The 1-2 breaking ball missed high and away. 2-2 now, count even to the Warriors' second baseman. Urach bats from the right side against the righty Davis, who caught him looking, and the catcher tried to throw it around, threw it over Hunter Edlin into left field, but Urach down on a caught looking, second out of the inning. Davis has recorded the first 2 outs via the strikeout. That'll bring up third in the order, number 3, Isaac Leffler, senior third baseman. 433 for Isaac on the year. Swung through that first offering from Davis. It's 0-1. Leffler 1 for 2 with a single, 2 walks over at Burlington Notre Dame last night. Isaac ready, so is Davis. The 0-1. Called strike 2. Probably the best velocity we've seen on the season, I would say. The 0-2. Isaac swung through it. A little bit high and outside maybe, but he chased it. And 3 straight strikeouts. Meek will lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the second. They go down 1-2-3 on 12 pitches, just like McEntee. That's what Davis had. So it's 1-0 Central Lee as we go to the top of the second. Back with you after this 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live. Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 at KTWA, all made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more baseball after 1 minute.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
McAtee ready. First pitch to Caden Kelpie. Low and in. He missed. 1-0. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the Central League lineup. Kelpie, Edlin, and the DH Johnson for Weber. Kelpie wears number 8, senior right fielder, $250 for him on the season. McAtee's next offering to him, high and away. 2-0, the count. The 2-0 from McAtee to Kelpie. Lined right back up the middle. Millard cuts it off. He'll try to throw over there from the laying on the ground. It's not a strong enough throw, and Kelpie beats out an infield hit. Second hit of the night for Central Lee. They lead 1-0 on the homer by Davis in the first inning. This is number 10, Hunter Edlin, 6th in the order, senior, third baseman, 364 for him on the year. He did some pitching the first time also that these two teams matched up. He's in there from the right side, runner at first. McAtee, the lefty, has a good look at him. Batter Edlin asks for time. McAtee, like Will Coral, another Warrior pitcher, they do have good moves, and Meek. All three of those lefties have good moves to first. So Aiden will be looking to keep Kelpie close over there. There he goes. Square to bunt, pull it back, throw by Simmons down to second. Yeah, he slides in safely. Pitch was a strike. 0-1 to count to Edlin, the batter. Give Kelpie a stolen base, down to second. Runner down there at second with nobody out in scoring position. McAtee out of the stretch. A long pause, and he'll spin to throw and bluff a throw. Runner back. Counts 0-1 to Hunter Edlin, Central East senior third baseman. Now McAtee will lift the right leg and come inside to him. Missed on a ball. Count even at 1-1 now. Millard working his way in, trying to work his way behind the runner at short. That pitch, a swing and a miss. Runner retreats to second. Count to Edlin is 1-2. The 1-2 from McAtee, a breaking ball, missed a little bit up and away, making the count 2-2. That pitch, the 2-2 swung on, fly ball, or a pop-up, foul territory. Meek behind first base will make the catch. A bluff on the tag, a throw by Meek to Leffler at third, runner stays put at second. So Edlin pops out to Meek behind first base, first out of the inning. Kelpie, the runner, stays put at second. So now 1-on-1 out. Kelpie at second in scoring position, and here is number 7, the DH, Jace Johnson, the senior. He bats for number 9, Kellen Weber, an 8th grader who plays second base. Weber with no average on the year. And I guess I should have looked up, I will look up Johnson's average in a minute here, as soon as we can get it. McAtee will spin, bluff a throw. Let's take a look and see what Chase Johnson is batting on the year here. McAtee's ready. The pitch, a high chopper, left throw glove. He won't get him. The runner past him. He'll try to throw to first. The runner's safe over there. It gets by Meek. The throw, runner from second, Kelpie will come around to score. Run batted in? No. Okay, we're going to give Chase Johnson a hit. Second hit of the inning. They will score a run. Kelfie around. Give an error to, Johnson at first after the hit. Give a E5 on the throw. Leffler tried to tag the runner coming from second to third. Couldn't get him, then tried to go to first. McAtee, that one skips by Simmons underneath him on the first pitch to Braden Weirick. 1-0 the count to Weirick. That will be a passed ball as Simmons should have blocked it. Chase Johnson down to second on the passed ball. So the here in the top of the second, the pitch from McAtee grounded. He's got it. He'll go to, you got the runner in a pickle between second and third. McAtee to Leffler. He fakes a throw. Now he throws it to Millard, who's giving it to McAtee. They'll tag him out. 1-5-6-1, I believe, the putout of 1-5-6-1, the putout of Chase Johnson between second and third. He's the second out of the inning. Fielder's choice on the Weirick, I believe. He'll reach first. Now 2 outs in the inning. They've scored once on the Johnson infield single with an error. A pitch popped up, left side, going to get out of play. 0-1 to Ellingbo. He bats ninth in the order, wears number 16. Junior first baseman, 333 for him on the year. Weirick was at 222 out, and he's playing left field tonight. It's 2-0 centrally as we play with 2 outs and a runner at first. Top of the second. McAtee out of the stretch. And the 0-1 to Ellingbo, missed inside. 1-1. So centrally with a run on a couple of hits and an error by the Warriors here in the inning, they lead 2-0. McAtee ready, here he comes, missed high and away. 2-1 to count to Ellingbo. McAtee wants a different ball, and they'll give him home plate umpire will give him a different one. So Kelfie led off with a single. He worked a stolen base, put him on second. Then a pop-out, kept him there. Then a Johnson single. He hit it to third and beat it out. Leffler tried to tag the runner, couldn't get him, and threw it away, allowing that runner from second to come home. Weirick on a fielder's choice is at first. Fouled back right at me. Count even at 2-2 now. Yeah, the Johnson infield single, the E5, scored Kelfie. McAtee to the plate, missed breaking ball away, 3-2. The next offering swung on and lined to right center. McKinney to his left on the run, makes the play. Ellingbo flies out to McKinney in center, third out of the inning, top of the order for Central Lee when they bat in the top of the third. They get 1 run on 2 hits. An error by the Warriors, and they end up leaving 1 on base. So we're through an inning and a half. 17 pitches for McAtee to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 29. Bottom of the second coming at you. Warriors coming to the plate looking for some runs after this 1-minute break. You are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible by the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for more baseball after this 1-minute break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
For the bottom of the second, it's 4, 5, and 6. First pitch to Isaiah Meek is a ball. It's 1-0. That one grounded sharply foul over at Shane Bagley down the third baseline. Count 1-1. Meek is number 14, senior first baseman. 241 for him on the year. 2 for 4, 2 singles, reached on the fielder's choice. That one outside from Davis. Last night at Notre Dame, count to Meek is 2-1. First pitch tonight, brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. Starting lineups, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Smithburg Automotive, that pitch, they've got all the innings, is a called strike on the inner half. Counts 2-2 to Meek. Davis ready, the windup and offering. Fouled back up and over us. It'll remain 2-2. It's really turned into a beautiful night here for a ball game. Lights are off right now. Still plenty of daylight. Swing and a miss. Davis has 4 strikeouts on all 4 outs by the Warriors. He's looking good on the mound for Central Lee. Up next for Van Buren County is number 2, batting 5th in the order, Kinnick Millard, sophomore shortstop. 230 for Kinnick on the year, 0 for 2, 2 walks at Notre Dame last night. Davis, first offering to him, missed high. And if you hear me pause, it's 1-0 because that is a slow right-handed strike call by the home plate umpire, so I've got to wait and see what he's going to call. That one looked low, and it was. He's missed on 2 straight to Millard, count 2-0. Bases empty for the Warriors with 1 out here. They trail 2-0 as we play bottom of 2. The 2-0 from Davis. Millard fouls it off right side, out of play. 2-1 now. Central Lee defense in the outfield, left to right, Weirick, Frazee, and Kelfie. Third to first is Edlin, Van Osdale, Weber, and Ellingbo. Next offering is a called strike. 2-2 to Millard, even now. Davis on the mound, Herdrich behind the plate. Johnson, the DH. And a check swing, unsecured third strike. Well, he's tagged. He'll go down on strikes. 5 consecutive strikeouts for Davis. Up next for the Warriors is a lefty, Will Coral. Davis missed high in the first pitch to him. 1-0 to Will. Where's number 9? 6th in the order, sophomore left fielder. He was 0 for 2 at Notre Dame last night. Coral watched the ball. 2-0 the count to him, so he falls behind Coral just like he did Millard. Came back to get Millard with a strikeout. Did Davis. He struck out all 5 batters he's faced. Coral fouls that one off to the left side, up and over us, out of play. 2-1. He's ready, and the pitch swung through by Coral. Count even at 2-2, just like he did to Millard. Came back and got back into the count. Davis is ready. He will rock and fire. And in a low inside pitch, Coral swung through it. They'll secure it down at first base. 1-3, 6 consecutive strikeouts for Davis. McKinney will lead off for the Warriors in the 7th spot when they bat in the bottom of the 3rd. Sets them down in order once again, does Davis. We've played, 16 pitches for Davis to get through the second. He's up to a game total of 28. Central Lee leads 2-0. We're through 2 innings. Top of the 3rd coming at you after this 1-minute break. Central Lee will be coming back to bat. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Top of the order for Central Lee here in the top of the third. Number 5, Ward Frazee, junior center fielder, leading it off. He's 0 for 1, grounder to short. On the season, 320 for Ward. McAtee ready. The first pitch missed away. 1-0 to Frazee. Central Lee leads 2-0 as we play here. Top of the third from the Ferguson. Swing and a miss on an outside fastball from McAtee. Frazee disgusted at himself that he went after that one. The count is even at 1-1. We'll get the Warrior defense after this 1-1 pitch from McAtee to Frazee. Swung on, fouled out of play, up and over us, right side. 1-2 now. Warrior defense in the outfield, left to right, Coral, McKinney, and Knoll. In the infield, third to first, Leffler, Millard, Urach, Meek. Simmons behind the plate, McAtee, the lefty on the mound. Aiden started this inning with 29 pitches. He's got 3. He's up to 32. He's ready. Number 33, a breaking ball missed a little bit high and away. Evening the count at 2-2 to the leadoff hitter, Ward Frazee, for Central Lee here, top of the third. McAtee stares in over his glove. He's got the one he wants from Simmons. Here comes the pitch. The 2-2 is a ball. Count full now, I believe. 3-2. McAtee was asking, and it is full. So a payoff pitch will be coming here. Be nice to not allow that leadoff man to get on. The 3-2 popped up right side, going to get out of play. We'll do it again from 3-2. Just to clean that up, Chase Johnson, their DH, is batting .231. Forgot to get back to that for you guys. McAtee ready. The 3-2 is on the way, and he missed outside. Frazee draws a leadoff walk. He'll go down to first. First walk issued by McAtee. He's given up 3 hits and 2 runs without a strikeout yet tonight. But Aiden likes to use his defense and pitches to it. Does that a good job of that. So Frazee at first with nobody out for number 13, Gage Van Osdell, who bats second in the order, sophomore shortstop. Flew to center. He's 0 for 1 on the season. 333 for him. McAtee's first pitch to him is inside, a ball to Van Osdell. 1-0. Frazee stays put at first. Meek holding him on over there. From the right side, bats Van Osdell. McAtee, the lefty, he's coming to him. Square to bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. 2-0 the count now to Van Osdell. Warrior defense, McKinney a couple of steps shaded towards right. Coral and Knoll about straight away. Little past medium depth, I would say. McAtee ready, here he comes. That's a strike on the outer half. Count 2-1 to Van Osdell, the batter. McAtee eyes the runner at first. Frazee, who has not run, he stays put, high and up, or up and away, making it 3-1 to Van Osdell. In danger of putting the first 2 on via the walk here if McAtee can't fight his way back into this count. A deep breath here. He comes on a 3-1. Oh, did it hit him? I believe it did. Too far inside from McAtee. Hit by a pitch is Van Osdell. He'll go to first. Frazee to second. First batter hit by McAtee. 2 on now and nobody out on 12 pitches. He's up to 41 game total. And the man who homered, responsible for the first run for Central Lee back in the first inning with 2 outs. This is Blake Davis, number 15, sophomore on the mound. 429 for him on the year. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a home run and a run scored. Be careful here. McAtee eyes the runner at second. Here he comes to Davis. Swung on, popped up right side, down the right field line, going to get out of play. Just a strike to Davis, 0-1. He took the second pitch he saw from McAtee and deposited it over the left field wall over Will Cordell's head out there. Got all of it. Was back in the first inning. Here comes the 0-1. Missed high. Did Aiden. Count even at 1-1 to the batter Davis. Frazee at second after he walked. Went to second on the hit by pitch to Van Osdale. McAtee ready. Outside. 2-1. So Davis is starting to, or he's worked himself into a hitter's count here. 2-1. 2 on, nobody out. Central Lee leads 2-0. McAtee, the 2-1 line to center, a base hit. Runners in motion. Runner from second will come around third. Oh, McKinney misplays it. I think he was going to score anyway. Davis will have himself an RBI single. Score Frazee on the play. Van Osdale stops at second. Davis at first. That is the first run of the inning, first hit of the inning. McAtee's now given up 3 runs, 4 hits. This is Bo Herdrich. So here in the top of the third, they add another on the Davis RBI single to make it 3-0 Central Lee. McAtee's first pitch is a called strike to Herdrich, 0-1. He popped out to Meek at first, his first time. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Herdrich doing the catching, 372 right-handed batter. Central Lee has scored 1 on a hit. Hit batter and a walk also have helped him out. First and second with 1 out. The 0-1 is a called strike outer half, 0-2 to Herdrich. They're not, Urach close to the bag at second, keeping him close. Meek not holding his runner on at first. McAtee missed on a breaking ball. Oh, it's a pass ball, gets by Simmons. That one hurts. Runners move up. He should have caught it. Everybody moves up 90 for Central Lee on that pass ball. Van Osdale to third. Davis to second. Still nobody out. The pitch was a ball, 1-2 to Herdrich. McAtee 1-2. A little high and away. Count even at 2-2. 2 runners in scoring position out there. They've tallied 1. Nobody out. Ooh, inside. Did it hit him? No. But it makes it a full count, 3-2. And Central Lee threatening with a bigger inning here. They've scored 1. 2 runners on at second and third in scoring position. Nobody out. Full payoff pitch coming. Oh, and it hit him on the left elbow. He throws his bat over towards the Central Lee dugout. Herdrich on a hit by a pitch. Bases loaded with nobody out. They've scored 1. Second batter hit in the inning. Here comes Shane Begley to talk to Aiden. Let's see what he's going to do. We got a courtesy runner number 3 going for Davis at second. Another courtesy runner going for Herdrich, the catcher. That's number 1. So 3 is Carver Hayes, the courtesy runner at second, a sophomore. Number 1 is Brett Cook, a sophomore, running for Herdrich, the catcher. Herdrich is at first base. So Shane Begley with coming out with a conversation to Aiden McAtee.
Runner at second base for the pitcher, number 3, Carter Hayes.
So it's the inning has gotten messy. Up next for Central Lee, 5th in the order is number 8, Caden Kelfie, senior right fielder. $250 for him on the year so far tonight. Herdrich is now 0 for 1 with that hit by pitch. Kelfie is 1 for 1 with a single, scored their second run. In there from the right side, McAtee out of the windup. That pitch popped up Infield fly rule is called. Batter's out. Urach makes the catch. Calfee, the first out of the inning. With the bases loaded, nobody out. Infield fly rule is called. A pop out to Urach, which is caught. Calfee retired. That's the 23rd pitch of the inning for McEntee. 29, 39, 49. He's up to 52 already. Here's number 10, Hunter Edlin, 0 for 1 with a pop out to first baseman, a senior third baseman. He'll line one out to right center. Noel, does he make a sliding catch? No. It's down. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. Batter to second with a double. Runner stops at third. So give Edlin a double, 2 RBIs. He'll stop at second. The courtesy runner Cook for Herdrich stops at third. Score Van Osdale and the courtesy runner Hayes on the play, and Central Lee now leads 5-0 on that Edlin double. Scores 2, 5-0 Central Lee with 1 out here. They've scored 3 in this inning. Here's Chase Johnson. McEntee coming to him. A bouncer to short. Urach has it. He'll go to first to get Johnson. A run will score. Herdrich scoring. Move Edlin to third. Johnson retired 4-3. Second out of the inning. Give him an RBI. So Johnson gets an RBI ground out to make it 6-0 Central Lee. Here's Braden Weirick. He'll send a pop up down the right field line. Foul. Noel sliding for it. Couldn't get there. Meek couldn't get it. 0-1 the count to Weirick. He reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Weirick on the year, 222. So here in the inning, Central Lee has a couple of hits. They've scored 4 runs. Pitches a strike to Weirick. Quickly 0-2 to him. Ellingbo on deck. 6-0 they lead. That pitch swung on. Going to be a base hit out to right field. Noel has it. Score Edlin, the 5th run of the inning, on the play. So Weirick with an RBI single. Scores 1 to make it 7-0 Central Lee, and here's Ellingbo. Runner goes, that's Weirick. Simmons will throw down late, they won't get him. Stolen base for Weirick down to second. The pitch was a ball to Ellingbo. He's 0 for 1 with a fly to center, 1-0 to him. He's at 333, the first baseman on the year. McEntee missed. It's a called strike. There's that late call again. It's 1-1. I was assuming that it was going to be a ball. Nope, hit the inner half. Okay. 1-1. Weirick at second. Central Lee leads 7-0. They've tallied 5. That pitch swung on, fouled off right side, out of play. 31 pitches for McEntee here in this inning. He started the inning with 29. He's up to 60. 1-2. Count to the batter, Ellingbo. Asked for time. Granted. 1, 2, 3 hits in the inning. They've scored 5. No errors by the Warriors. Runner from second goes to third on the pitch, which was a ball. 2-2. Runner at third with 2 outs. McEntee, that pitch fouled right over us. We'll do it again from 2-2. So Central Lee has batted around here, or this is the 9th man to come to the plate. And a messy inning for the Warriors. McEntee ready, he's working out of the windup. Here comes the 2-2, missed high and away. Full up now, 3-2. Weirick has a lead at third in foul territory. McAtee, the payoff. Sent to right. Down the line, Gavin Knoll, it's foul. Can he get there? No. Runner Weirick will retreat to third. We'll do it again from 3 and 2. Central leads 7-0 as we play with 2 outs and runner at third here in the top of the third. 35 pitches for McAtee in this inning. He's up to 64 game total, not through 3 yet. Ellingbo in there, the count to him 3 and 2. Right-handed batter against the lefty McAtee. Aiden ready. Here comes the next payoff. Fouled back right below us. We'll do it again from 3 and 2. On deck hitter Frazee, the leadoff man in the order, cleaning up that foul ball. Another payoff from McAtee to Ellingbo on the way. Missed high. First and third, 2 out now. Ellingbo draws a 2-out walk. That's the second walk issued by McAtee. McAtee has given up 6 hits, 7 runs, walked a couple, no strikeouts, hit a couple of batters. And we're still in the top of the third, first and third for Frazee, the leadoff man. McAtee ready, he's coming to him. Fouled off right side, up and out of play. I got to slide everything over in the scorebook here. 0-1 to Frazee, second plate appearance for him. He led off the inning. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, scored a run, their third run. McAtee nearing 40 pitches here in a lengthy top of the third. He's out of the stretch, eyes the runner at first, lifts the right leg, he's coming home. Missed inside. Count even, 1-1 to Frazee. The next pitch will be the 40th of the inning for McAtee. Not sure how long head coach Shane Bagley going to let him go here in an inning. Here it is. Another ball inside in the 40th pitch of the inning. It's 2-1 to Frazee. And McAtee asking for a new ball, maybe just to give himself a break here. Weirick at third. Yes, Weirick at third. Ellingbo at first. Count to Frazee. I've got to double check my scorebook. 2-1 from McAtee. Swinging and a miss, foul tip into Simmons' glove. 2-2 now the count. It's even. In a messy inning, these ones always challenge a broadcaster when you're trying to keep score and all these numbers and trying to tell the audience about it. Simmons asked for time. He took the worst of that, maybe thumbed him on that foul tip inside the glove. Those hurt. I hear the Major League announcers when I watch baseball talk about that. If you take one, you expect to catch it in the webbing, it hits the bat and goes to your thumb or one of the fingers, and that does not feel good, and I think Simmons trying to walk that off. So a little bit of a recap. Central Lee has tallied, they led 2-0 going to this top of the third. They batted, this is a 10th man to the plate. They batted around. They've scored 5. Still have 2 on, first and third with 2 out. I've got a friend next to me, Matt, longtime Warrior coach. He's coached numerous sports, Matt Zittler, up here in the press box. He might join me for a little bit of color commentary here in the next inning if he's nice enough to stick around. He's coached a lot of different sports, and he's over at Davis County coaching the girls basketball team over there right now, but he still has ties to Van Buren County a lot, and I got to know him when Simmons still was seeing. I don't know if they're going to make a change at catcher. We'll see if Creek Kite's going to come in. Simmons doesn't look like he's feeling good after taking that one off the bat, and in his fingers in the catcher's glove, as it was a foul tip. But anyways, here he comes. Good to see. Anyways, got to know Matt Zittler when he was coaching Warrior volleyball. We started covering volleyball and a couple of years ago. So he's still around Van Buren Sports a lot. He's up here tonight watching your grandson play youth baseball. Hopefully, how'd they do? They won? They beat Albia? Are they going to the state tournament, or what do you call that? This is their first one. This is the first one? Okay. So they got to win. How do you do? Yeah? Here comes McAtee. He's ready. Pitch popped up to the right of us out of play. We'll do it at 2-2 again. So how do you do from at the plate? You get a hit? Got one hit? Made the last out? Yeah? Well, that's good. That's the future right there of Warrior Baseball. It's always good to report on that. Love it. 2-2 is on the way. Ripped to left. Can Coral come in and make the play? No. He stops it, but could not catch it. Runners on the move. Weirick scores from first to third. Batter goes to second on the throwback into third. I will give Frazee a single with an RBI. Score Weirick on the play. Ellingbo goes from first to third. Central Lee has broken it open. They lead 8-0 here in the, we'll give, let's see, on the scoring summary. Frazee gets an RBI single to make it 8-0. Central Lee. Another run and a hit here in the inning. McAtee to the batter, high and in to Van Osdale, 1-0. So it's 8-0 Central Lee now with runners at second and third with 2 outs. Ellingbo at third. Frazee at second. He singled, went to second on the throw to third. Just give him a single and an RBI. It's 1-0 to Van Osdale. Here comes McAtee. That pitch swung on, sent to center. It's going to get down in front of McKinney. 1 run scores. Here comes a second run throw home. The runner is safe. The batter will take, well, the throw down, gets by, backed up by Millard. Van Osdale will give him a 2 RBI single. Score Ellingbo and Frazee on the play. Van Osdale takes, that's a 45th pitch for McAtee. I think he's done here in the third. I think Coach Shane Bagley going to make a move. He's going to take the ball from Aiden, who just didn't have it tonight. But we'll catch up the scoring summary here as Van Osdale gets a 2 RBI single. And we're going to take a 1-minute break. Give me a chance to catch up. We'll set up the new pitcher, Leo Urach, when we come back from this 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live, Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Take a 60-second break and set up the new pitcher.
Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, Leo Urach coming into pitch for the Warriors from second to the mound. I think McAtee left the game and Dan Caston. McAtee could re-enter. Caston is playing second base. Leffler still at third. Millard at short. Meek at first. Simmons behind the plate. The outfield is the same. Coral, McKinney, Noel. I believe I'll put Caston number 6, the freshman, in the McAtee spot in the order, and he's playing second. And I'll try to set up Leo Urach here for you. Pitching stats on the year. Pitching change brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Urach is number 7, a freshman infielder / pitcher, pitched in 6 games. 1 start, 0-2 record without a save, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 215 total pitches, 65 official at-bats against him, 292 average against him. He's given up 19 hits, 16 runs, 8 of them earned. He's walked 7, hit 4, struck out 6, a 5.42 ERA for Urach, and he's going to have to face their leading hitter. Homered already tonight, Blake Davis. McAtee ends up going 2 2/3, giving up 8 hits, I believe. 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, 2 walks, 10 runs responsible for, hit 2 batters, did not issue a strikeout. Here's Davis, 429 on the year tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a homer and a single, scored 2 runs, has an RBI. Fouls that one off towards the Central League dugout. It's 0-1. A rude way for the freshman Leo Urach to come in. Davis only a sophomore, but he plays a lot older than that. So Central Lee has scored 8 here to lead 10-0. Runner out there at second is Van Osdale. There are 2 outs. Urach to Davis, missed high. County even at 1-1. And Davis pitching well for them. He's struck out all 6 batters he's faced. Caston trying to keep the runner close. He'll send that one on a sharp grounder to Miller, though, and he misplayed the hop, and he'll try to throw over. They won't get him. Meek will stop it, and he'll do good to do that. So that's going to be an E6. Davis will reach on the air. Van Osdale goes to third. Second error of the night for the Warriors. Courtesy runner for Davis is number 3, Carver Hayes, the sophomore. First and third, 2 out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th man to the plate in this inning for Central Lee. This is number 4, Bo Herdrich, senior catcher. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by a pitch, scored a run. Urach out of the stretch coming to him. Took a ball, did Herdrich. If you want to grab a headset, you go right ahead. It's 1-0. I'll figure out which one you're on, and I'll get you some volume, Mr. Zittler. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Here comes Urach. Away, he missed. 2-0. Give me a test, Matt.
Hey.
Again?
Test.
Okay, you're on that one. I got you. You're number 3. All right, Mr. Matt Zittler with me. In a messy inning, Urach to the plate. Bounce to Leffler. He'll drop it, pick it up, and recover. Throw to first. They will get the batter. Run will not score. So apparently that's what it took, Matt, you to get on the headset and for Warriors to get out of the inning. Herdrich retired 5-3 on the putout. Third out of the inning. Calfee will lead off in the 4th when Central Lee bats. 6 pitches for Urach to get the Warriors out of trouble in the 3rd. But Central Lee does major damage. They get 8 runs on 5 hits. I believe there was an error, and they're going to end up leaving 1. They've stranded 2. Warriors are stranded on Urach on 6. I got to get him entered into the book. Geez, I'm behind. 6 pitches gets the Warriors out of trouble in the 3rd. We'll talk to Matt Moore when we come back after this 1-minute break. Central Lee leads 10-0 after 2.5. Warriors coming to the plate looking to chip away at that deficit. After this 1-minute break, you are tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live. A Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Well, we missed a batter there. Sorry about that. But McKinney, the 7th spot, number 11, the junior center fielder, led off. He, on one pitch, bounced it right back to Davis, who scooped it to first, 1-3 on the putout. McKinney, the first out of the inning. 298 for McKinney on the year. Here's number 17, Simmons, in the 8th spot. That's Caden, junior catcher. He took a fastball high from Davis. It's 1-0. And, Matt, thanks for putting the headset on and doing a little color commentary with me. I think I'm caught up now.
Oh, I love this air-conditioned deal you got up there. It's nice.
2-0 from Davis to Simmons. I was just commenting during the break, Central Lee has guys that have 3 plate appearances, and the Warriors haven't. This is only their missed. Oh, no, it's a late strike call, 2-1. This is only the 8th man we've sent to the plate in 3 innings, just to tell you how lopsided this one is if you couldn't tell from a 10-0 score.
He can throw some stuff, though.
Yeah, is a good pitcher for a sophomore. That one a called strikeout or half, 2-2 to Simmons. Simmons on the year, 381. He's ready again, and check swing. They get appeal. Did he hold? They will go to the base umpire. He says safe. So 3-2 now to Simmons. Warriors can't look to get all 10 of these back early. That's impossible. You got to chip away at it and just do some damage. Keep this from being run ruled and see if you can climb back into it. Swing and a miss by Simmons. He goes down on strike, second out of the inning. That's the 5-7th strikeout for Davis out of the 8 batters he's faced. Like I said, he's pitching well with an 0.95 ERA, and let's check the innings for him. 14 2/3 innings pitched coming into tonight. He's working in his third, so he's about 16, 17 innings roughly now. High on a fastball, heater to Gavin Knoll. 1-0. Knoll on the season, 167. First plate appearance. He was the player of the game with a couple of hits the other night. Ooh, and that one popped the glove. Wow, yeah. Called strike, 1-1. Davis is dealing. That's for sure. Lights on now here at the Ferguson. Blake's ready. Here he comes. And I'm pausing because that umpire has a late right-hand strike call. 2-1. That's a ball. Base is empty. 2 out here. Central leads 10-zip. Bottom of the third. Davis to Noel. Swung through by Gavin. 2-2 now.
It's very late.
It is. It's almost, I don't want to, I will say, I guess, annoyingly late. As you're looking to move on with the broadcast, you got to wait high and in. Oh, no, wow, that was even later. That's a called third strike, my mistake. Gavin Knoll gets caught looking, and he's a third out of the inning, top of the order for the Warriors when they bat in the fourth. That's the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th strikeout for Blake Davis, and he is dealing. 12 pitches to get him through the third. He is up to a game total of 40 through 3 innings, and our score remains 10-zip after 3 are complete. Central Lee coming to the plate. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the order. For them, they lead 10-0. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live, Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, all made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 1 minute.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
Okay, Matt Zittler and I back with you. Going to the top of the fourth. Central Lee leads 10-zip. Here's Caden Kelfie. 1 for 2 on the night with a single. Scored a run. He's in there from the right side. Kelfie, right fielder, 250 on the year.
Music is not up here.
And
he must be here. He knows I'm sitting up here.
The music being controlled by outside fan with the Bluetooth connector. They had wanted him to shut it off. First pitch by Urach is a ball to Kelfie. 1-0. Warriors got to cut into that 10-0 deficit, otherwise they're in danger of getting 10-run ruled here after 5. Urach, the pitch. A chopper. Couple bounces. Leffler will field that third. Strong throw over to Meek. They'll get the out at first of Kelfie. 5-3 on the put out there if you scroll along with us at home. First out of the inning. Up next, number 10 in the 6th spot, Hunter Edlin, senior third baseman. 364 coming into tonight's action. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a 2 RBI double, scored a run.
He come off there pretty fast on that catch at first.
Off the base?
Yeah.
Meek? Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Uri coming to him, and that one missed outside. Skipped by Simmons. Umpire with a new ball to him. 1-0 to Edlin. Yeah, if the score stays like this or they add on, we'll only be playing 5 tonight. We got to hold them. I mean, that's just what you got to do here to keep playing, chip into that deficit. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Pitcher should not make this play. Leffler in from third base to the left of the mound. Isaac will squeeze it. Edlin pops out to Leffler. So they retire the first 2. Nobody out, or nobody on and 2 out, I should say, for number 7, Chase Johnson, the senior DH. He's batting for number 9, Kellen Weber, an 8th grader who plays second base for him. Johnson, .231 on the year. Weber, no average. Johnson on the night, 1 for 2 with a single.
Incoming.
Where did that come from?
Somebody must have hit it from the baseball field over there.
Swing and a miss. Must have been a foul ball coming over our press box, right in between the press box and the screen from one of the youth games that's going on. That one caught us off guard. 0-1 to Johnson in there from the right side. Urach out of the stretch, coming to him. Breaking ball, fooled him. Broke one off, and it fooled him, swung over the top of it, got by Simmons, but that's strike 2.
His dad probably taught him that.
Yeah, either that or TJ.
His dad's the best slow pitch guy in the country.
That was a nice-looking pitch from the freshman, Urach, who's given him nice contributions on the year of freshman at second base. He's pitched for him. Key hits coming to Johnson. Did he strike him out? And he did. There's that late strike call.
5 seconds later,
yeah.
we're going to call him out.
Johnson gets caught looking. That's the third out of the inning. Central Lee goes down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. That's a good job by the Warrior defense. On 7 pitches, Urach gets through the 4th. He's got a game total of 13. They keep the deficit at 10-0, looking to cut into it in the bottom of the 4th. When we come back after this 1-minute break, the leadoff spot, I think that'll be Dan Kasten or McAtee. We'll see who comes out for the Warriors to bat in that leadoff spot. They trail 10-0. Back with more Warrior Baseball after this 60-second break. You're tuned into it, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you from the Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa to start the bottom of the 4th. Central Lee leads 10-0. Pitching change for Central Lee. Gage Van Osdale coming in from short to pitch, and Blake Davis going from pitcher to short. 13 is Van Osdale, sophomore infield/pitcher, pitched in 3 games, started 1-0 record without a save, 7 innings pitched, 152 total pitches, 35 official at-bats against him with a .229 average, given up 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 6 walks, 2 hit batters, 8 strikeouts, a 4.00 ERA. Here's Dan Kasten, the first batter to face Van Osdale. Swing and a miss on an inside heater. 0-1 to Kasten. Let's see what he's batting on the year. We get an average for him. Van Osdale ready out of the windup. Breaking ball missed away. 1-1. Kasten 129 on the year. He's in that spot for McAtee when he was removed from the mound outside on a heater. 3-0, or 2-1, excuse me, to Kasten. And Kasten playing second base now. As Urach went from second to the mound. McAtee out of the game. Kasten came in. Foul tip right behind home plate. Count even at 2-2. Warrior defense did what they needed to there in the top of the 4th, shutting them down 1-2-3. Urach with his first strikeout of the night by Warrior pitching, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. 10-0. Central leads here. Bottom of the 4th, first man up. That one bounced in the dirt. Wild pitch all the way to the backstop. Just a ball. 3-2, full to Dan Kasten. Need a leadoff man on here, Matt. You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere.
Actually, what I've been listening to on the radio.
Ooh. Well, that one.
He got it at first.
Yeah, he ducked out of the way of that one over his back. Leadoff walk for Kasten. He'll go down to first.
I think it curved the wrong way.
Yeah, missed his release point on that one, and that's the first walk of the game issued by Central Lee pitching. Up next, 2 spot in the order is number 7, Leo Urach. The freshman started at second. He's now pitching 0 for 1, caught looking. On the season, Urach 240. Right-handed batter against the righty out of the stretch, Van Osdale. Missed high and away. Caston stays put. It's 1-0 to the batter, Urach.
I'm still waiting. Maybe he'll give it a strike on that slow call.
It is a delay. That's the most delayed strike call of the year that we've seen. That one, yes. And I waited. I got it right. 1-1.
My old buddy Lee Munson have a fit on this deal.
It's a delayed strike call. 1-1 to Urach. Caston at first. Van Osdale ready. Here he comes. Chopped down the third base line. Waited for by the third baseman. Gloved on the dirt. Throw over. They won't get him, will they? They do. By a half step.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, good play by Edlin over there to Ellingbo to retire Urach. 5-3 on the put-out, first out of the inning. Caston will go to second on the ground out. So the Warriors with a runner in scoring position with 1 out for number 3, Isaac Leffler, third in the order, senior third baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Into action tonight, 4:33 for Isaac.
He's smack one out there in that cornfield.
I would like to see him do that, for sure. He's in there from the right side, Van Osdale to Leffler. Breaking ball landed high. 1-0, the count to Leffler. He's due to really put a charge into one. Wind maybe not so strong as it was at the beginning of the game, blowing in from left center. So let's see if he can do that. Van Osdale to Leffler. He does. Swing on one, send it to left. Will it burn? It burns the left fielder all the way up against the fence. Caston got a really late break waiting to see if it was caught, and he'll only move up one base. Oh, man. That's a base running error by the Warriors. It won't go down as an error, but that hurts. He should have scored. Leffler on the double. Does not score. Caston, he got a late break. Caston to third. Leffler to second on the double. So the no-hitter is gone. First hit of the night for the Warriors. First hit given up by Van Osdale and Central Lee pitching. 2 on in scoring position, second and third now with 1 out for number 14, Isaiah Meek, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 241 on the year for the left-handed batter. He's ready. So is Van Osdale out of the stretch coming to Meek. Oh, line down the third base line, just foul in between head coach Shane Begley and the bag, making him stay on his toes down there. 0-1 to count to Meek. There's a couple of runners for you. Here's your runners with scoring position at bat that we've talked about for the last 3 games. Warriors leaving too many runners on base. The pitch to Meek. Bounced to second. Should score a run. Gloved. Meek hustling it out. They get the out. Score Caston on the RBI ground out. Warriors on the board. It's 10-1. Move Leffler to third. Meek's out 4-3. Second out of the inning with the Warriors on the board here in the bottom of the 4th on the Meek RBI ground out. So we can keep playing if the deficit stays under 10. It's 10-1 Central Lee for number 2, Kinnick Millard, sophomore shortstop, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ooh, there's an uncorked a wild pitch all the way to the backstop. Here comes Leffler to score the Warriors' second run. He'll score on a wild pitch.
They're gaining.
Yeah. Leffler scores on the wild pitch to make it 10-2 Central Lee as we play bottom of the 4th. Base is empty now with 2 out. Pitch was obviously a ball to Millard. Millard on the year batting .230. Van Osdale uncorks a wild one to let a run in, the second of the inning, on a hit, a walk, and a wild pitch. That one, a called strike to Millard on the outer half, maybe right at the upper part of the strike zone. It's 1-1. Van Osdale, the next offering, bounce to first, gloved. He'll take it himself. Will Ellingbo over there. Millard, the third out of the inning, retired 3 unassisted. Coral will lead off in the 6th spot for the Warriors when they bat in the bottom of the 5th. So they get a couple back. They get 2 runs on a hit. They leave nobody. 2 runs on a hit, no errors. They leave nobody. What is that? 16 pitches for Van Osdale to get him through the 4th. Our score now after 4 are complete. It's 10-2 Central Lee with the lead. Van Buren County will look to keep it right there after this 1-minute break. Top of the 5th coming at you when we come back. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 60.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
All right, we're back. First pitch of the inning, grounded to third by Weirick. He'll reach on an E5 as Leffler booted it, then tried to throw it over. As you can see if you're streaming us, Weirick and Meek collide over there. They're going to leave him on. I'm not sure if it's interference or if he just beat it out, whatever. He's going to be on first base. So on the air, Weirick will reach on one pitch. Central Lee, Weirick on the night is 1 for 3 with a single, run scored, also reached on a fielder's choice and that E5. So that is the third error of the night on the Warriors, not helping their cause at all. Urach back out on the mound. And here is number 16, Carter Ellingbo, the junior first baseman. 333 for him in there from the right side. Weirick at first, stays put. Called strike one to Ellingbo. 0-1. On the evening, he is 0 for 1 with a fly to center, also walked, scored a run. 10-2 is Central Lee with the lead as we play top of the fifth. Popped up right side up over us, out of play.
Danger zone back here.
Yep.
They got some big kids.
They do have some tall, lanky batters, yeah. And they had some height on their basketball team, some of those kids playing baseball as well. Urach out of the stretch, coming to him. There goes the runner. Throw down. Pitch was a ball, I believe, on a hop. Runner Weirick down there safely on a stolen base. 1-2 to the batter, Ellingbo. Warriors down 8. 10-2 here, top of the fifth. Trying to keep that deficit where it's at. Urach to the plate. Popped up. Left side or up and over us. I lost that one. It's out of play. End result. We'll do it again from 1-2.
I think this is a fifth Urach sibling, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I haven't been around for all of them. I've been for TJ and now Leo and Sophia. Fly to center. McKinney. Bout in his tracks. He'll make the play. Runner no bluff on the tag. So Ellingbo flies to McKinney in center. First out of the inning. Runner stays put. That's Weirick at second. Top of the order coming for Central Lee here in the top of the fifth. Here is number 5, Ward Frazee, junior center fielder. On the night, he is 1 for 2, single. Also has a walk, 2 runs scored. On the season, 320 for Frazee. Weirick still at second. Urach eyes him, now coming home. Square to bunts, bunted. Left side off the mound is Urach to get it. Oh, and he bobbled it. They won't get him at first.
Close.
Yeah, made a close play out of it, but is that a hit or an error? E1? A hit? Okay. We'll score it a hit. Probably an unordinary play, maybe for Urach really charging off the mound. It was a good bunt. Give him a single. Put him on at first. Move Weirick over to third. First hit of the inning. First hit given up by Urach. This is number 13, Gage Van Osdale. Sophomore started at short, now on the mound. He is 1 for 2. The single run scored, 2 RBIs. Follows that one back to the right of us. Runner was going from first. He'll trot back. That's Frazee. 0-1 to count to the batter, Van Osdale. So, for Central Lee, first and third with 1 out. Warrior infield up the middle. That's Caston and Millard, second and short. They'll look to turn 2. Meeks holding the runner on. Leffler about even with the bag. Here's the pitch. Low and in. There goes a runner. Simmons will bluff throw. They will not throw down. Frazee down to second on a stolen base. Second and third now with 1 out for Central Lee, who leads 10-2, top of the fifth. Urak, will he go back to the windup? No, he's out of the stretch still, the 1-1 on the way. Grounded on the infield. Millard will pick, only play at first, over to Meek. He's off the bag.
Good tag.
Oh, he tagged him as he went by? Okay, yep. Good play by Meek. Van Osdale will have an RBI ground out. He's out on the play, 6-3, second out of the inning. Score Weirick, move Frazee to third. So here in the top of the fifth, the Van Osdale RBI ground out. Here's Blake Davis. Makes it 11-2, Central Lee. Davis, a dangerous hitter. Urak uncorked a wild pitch. Simmons to Urak. Nope, they won't get him at home. Frazee scores.
Do you have to slide in this world?
Well, you seems like you should.
Because he just hit him off the side of the knee.
Yep, Frazee scores. The Warriors had a couple of plays where they didn't slide the other night that I thought they should have. 12-2 now after Frazee scores on the wild pitch. The deficit back to 10. We'll play 5 for sure. The Warriors will get to bat here, trailing by 10, 12-2. So in this inning, Central Lee has a couple of runs on just one hit. There was an error by the Warriors and also a wild pitch by first one by Urak, first one by Warrior pitching. Bases empty, 2 outs. 12-2 Central Lee. The pitch to Davis. Breaking ball drilled to the gap in left center on a 1-0 pitch. McKinney back. Is it going to stay in the park? It will. Up against the fence. Davis around second. He'll cruise in. Around first. He'll cruise into second with another double. He is 3 for 3 on the night with a homer, a single, a double. 3 for 4. He's reached on an error also. Second hit of the inning.
Pretty good-looking player.
Yeah, 10th hit of the night for Central Lee. They get a runner in scoring position with 2 out. Already up 12-2 for number 4, Bo Herdrich, senior catcher on the night. He is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch, scored a run.
Wouldn't be much fun being a catcher tonight. Well, not too bad now, but earlier.
Yeah, 372 for Herdrich, right-handed batter. Davis out at second, no courtesy runner. He's playing short now. Urak missed high. And this game keeping me on my toes on the Central Lee side of things for sure. I'd like to have some messy innings for the Warriors. They need one to get back in this thing. Urak eyes the runner at second, missed low. 2-0 to the batter, Herdrich. Warriors had cut it to 10-2. So it was down to 8, which was looking better than 10. Now they trail by 10 again, 12-2. Central Lee has tallied a couple here in top of the 5th. Fouled back, straight back, up and over us, out of play. 2-1 to the batter, Herdrich. Davis still out there at second after he sent a deep double on one hop to the fence in the left center field gap. He's homered, singled, and doubled, adding to his .429 average on the year. Good-looking sophomore. We'll have to deal with him for 2 more years. Urak to the plate, skipped away from Simmons on a wild pitch, I guess I'll call that. Davis to third. Simmons tried to block it, couldn't. Skipped away over towards the Warrior dugout. Second wild pitch for Urak. He's given up a couple of runs. McAtee gave up 10. Urak 2. That's the 12. Runner at third. Davis. Here's the 3-1. Missed away. So, Herdrich draws a base on ball, first and third with 2 out now for Central Lee. First walk issued by Urak, third of Warrior pitching tonight. That'll bring up number 8, Caden Kelfie, senior right fielder. On the night, he is 1 for 3 with a single run scored. On the season, 250. Courtesy runner for Herdrich. That's number 1, Brett Cook, a sophomore.
Runner for the catcher at first base, Brett Cook.
So, a little recap, 12-2, Central Lee up 10. We're in the top of the 5th. There are 2 outs. Central Lee runners at first and third. Davis at third, Herdrich, courtesy runner for him, Cook at first. Up next is Kelfie. First pitch to him is a strike. Outer,
here goes. And now.
Outer half, 0-1. Kelfie wears number 8, bats 5th in the order, senior right fielder. In there from the right side against the righty Urak, who's working out of the stretch. He has his sign. There goes the runner from first. That pitch grounded to third. Leffler stops it, bobbles, picks, throws to Meek.
Got him.
Got him at first. Nice recovery by Isaac Leffler. Calfee retired 5-3. Leffler's had a lot of chances over there tonight. Third out of the inning. No additional runs. Edlin would lead off if Central Lee needs to bat in the 6th. So in the top of the 5th, Central Lee gets 2 runs on, 2 hits. There was an error by the Warriors. They're going to end up leaving a couple. So let's mark that down over here on this side. They've stranded 5 now. 19 pitches for Urach to get the Warriors through the 5th. He's got a game total of 32. After 4.5, our score now 12-2. Central Lee leads by 10. Warriors got to cut into that here in the bottom of the 5th if we want to keep playing because of the 10-run rule. Back with the bottom of the 5th for the Warriors in the order. Coral in the 6th spot will lead off. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live. Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 1 minute.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114 because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114 or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
All right. Well, behind Burlington, Notre Dame, so third.
Yeah.
We're back here with you. Ferguson Sports Complex, west edge of Keosauqua. Perkins Field, up here in the Kissling Press Box with Mr. David Kirchner, longtime PA announcer, Warrior contributor, my cameraman, on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, Matt Zittler, nice enough to stop in, do some guest color commentary with us. Here's Will Coral. On the night, 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Warriors down by 10, 12-2. Bottom of the 5th. Coral a check swing. Peel, safe. 1-0.
He's quicker on the appeal than
he
he
is
on the strike. I'm impressed.
Coral on the season 296. Had a hot bat going for a while. Cooled off a little bit in the last couple of games. Ooh, that one low and in all the way to the backstop. 2-0 to Will.
One thing about it, he's not a basketball ref, so I can't sit in this winter.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you say over there. You know, you want to, when you're coaching the Davis County girls, you don't need to make any enemies. All right, the 2-0 from Van Osdale. Coral, a grounder, back up the middle. Davis to his left behind the bag. He'll glove, throw to first. Strong throw. They'll get Will by a couple steps. That's Davis now over there to Ellingbo. Coral, the first out of the inning on 3 pitches. 6-3 on the putout if you score along with us at home.
They got to go.
Well, yeah, it's getting late, real late. Here's in the 7th spot in the order, number 11, Eli McKinney, junior center fielder. He's 0-for-1, a grounder back to the pitcher. On the season, 298, his average into tonight. He took a called strike, 0-1. I had that one before he had his signal. I knew that was a strike. The 0-1 to McKinney from Van Osdale. Ooh, inside, backed him out of there. Even now at 1-1. Centrally in danger of winning this one by the 10-run rule if you're a Warrior fan. Trail by 10, 12-2 in the 5th. The next offering. Popped up, or a shallow fly. No, it's a pop-up. Back edge of the infield behind second base. Davis.
Well, look further than that, didn't it?
Yeah, will make the catch. McKinney second out of the inning on the pop-out to Davis at short behind second base. Down to our last out, 17, Caden Simmons, 8th in the order. Junior catcher, 0-for-1 with a strikeout on the season. 381 for Simmons, right-handed batter. And the story of this game is the Central Lee pitching. Davis started, was dominant. Van Osdale doing a nice job, too. Simmons took a called strike, 0-1.
Boom.
And, just velocity, I would say, the main thing. Well, they sprinkled in some breaking balls as well to keep the batters off balance, but there's a breaking ball uncorked for a wild pitch on top, over the fence and on top of the press box. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a pitch bounce off the ground and hit on top of the press box.
A lot of things going on in here tonight.
It's 1-1.
No
Wow, that was a heck of a bounce. The next pitch. Then he uncorked a wild pitch to the backstop again, missed low and away. psychological.
Hand must be hurting.
Well, yeah, or this is psychological effect on the batter. Simmons doesn't know where it's going. It's 2-1.
Pitcher probably sees me sitting up here.
Van Osdale ready out of the windup. He'll rock and fire. Low and off. I'll say outside. Okay, I was waiting for the call, but it's 3-1.
Everybody's got their own niche.
They do. He's got his own way of doing it. 3-1 on the way to Simmons. Inside, Warriors get a 2-out base runner as Simmons draws a base on ball. Second one issued by Van Osdale. Second walk issued by Central League pitching. Warriors with just one hit in the game. That was Leffler in the fourth. Wow. Took away the no-hitter. So Central League pitching has been dominant. Here's number 4, Gavin Knoll in the ninth spot. The junior 0 for 1 at caught looking. On the season, Knoll, 167. He was the player of the game at West Burlington at Community Field the other night with a couple of big hits. We need another one, Gavin. Here's the first offering from Ben Osdale. Missed away on a heater. 1-0.
That's about 4 in a row. He's Sioux Bowls.
Yep. Simmons at first, I would not expect him to go anywhere. Warriors can't afford to be thrown out at second here. Need a run to keep playing. Foul tip into the catcher's glove by Knoll. Good cut, just missed it. Count even at 1-1.
Keep that shoulder down, buddy.
Stay in there. Yep. Step towards the pitcher. Simmons at first. Van Osdale to Knoll. And he swung through that one as well. 1-2. Warriors down to their last strike. Van Osdale out of the stretch. Here he comes to Knoll. Missed high and in. Count even at 2-2. We'll be right back here with you tomorrow night for Danville coming to the Ferguson. Another conference game in the South Division for the Warriors. The 2-2 on the way. And that's a called strike 3. He catches Gavin Knoll looking for the third out of the inning. 5, 6, it's a ninth strikeout by 8:55, end time of the game tonight. It took, 1 hour and 28 minutes. It's a final 16 pitches for Van Osdale to get through the fifth, 32 pitches for him. Game total. The final, Central Lee wins it by a score of 12-2 in 5 innings. They implement the 10-run rule on Van Buren County tonight. In that bottom of the fifth for the Warriors, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave one on the walk. That's the first runner stranded to the Warriors tonight. They just couldn't get anything going. So that'll take us to the postgame show. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. We'll take a 3-minute break. That'll give me a chance to add up the total summaries. We'll take a look at all of that when we come back. Thanks, Mr. Zittler, for putting on a headset and doing a little bit of color commentary with me this evening. We'll be back with you for the postgame show, Warrior Baseball, after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in live to Warrior Baseball streaming on the Autumnal Radio YouTube channel on the air at 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you for the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, after this 3-minute break.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients
Hi, this is Amanda Manning-Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back from Ferguson Sports Complex here in Keosauqua, Iowa, Perkins Field, the Kissling Press Box. We just witnessed boys varsity baseball action for you tonight in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Central League getting a 12-2 win in 5 innings over the Van Buren County Warriors this evening. Let's take a look at the totals. Central League, 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 5 left. The Warriors, 2 runs, 1 hit, 3 errors, 1 left. Winning pitcher Davis, losing pitcher McEntee. Time of the game, 1 hour and 28 minutes to complete this one here tonight. Let's go through the scoring summary quickly. Top of the first, a Davis solo home run made it 1-0 Central League. Top of the second, a Johnson infield single. And I got some coach and interviewee coming here. I'll get him a headset. I'll go through the scoring summary quickly. Top of the second, a Johnson infield a single with an E5 made it 2-0 Central League. Top of the third, a Davis RBI single, 3-zip Hawks. And Edlin double scored 2 to make it 5-0. A Johnson RBI groundout made it 6-0. A Weirick RBI single, 7-zip. Frazee RBI single, 8-0, and Van Osdale 2 RBI single made it 10-0. They scored 8 in the third. That was the messy ending of the night for the Warriors. Bottom of the fourth, the Warriors come back and tally 2 to cut into that 10-0 deficit. It was Meek on an RBI groundout to make it 10-1. Central League, Isaac Leffler scored on a wild pitch to make it 10-2. Then in the top of the fifth, Central League got those 2 runs back. A Van Osdale RBI groundout made it 11-2, and a Frazee scored on a wild pitch to make it 12-2, and that's the way that it ended here tonight. Central League getting a 12-2 win over the Warriors. All right, let's get to our coach's interview tonight, and player brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix all through the course of the season. I got head coach Shane Bagley and Isaac Leffler up here to talk to us. Got some volume. Can you hear me okay, guys?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Thanks, as always, for taking the time to stop and talk with us in the Warrior Baseball postgame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. And, guys, I think you'd agree with me the story of the game tonight was their pitching.
Yeah.
Davis was really good, and Van Osdale did a pretty good job when he came in as well, just able to generate the 1 hit by Isaac on the night. We've been talking about stranded runners, right, and not being able to drive him in, but tonight it was a problem just getting the runners generated. Probably the best, would you say, velocity-wise, or would you say that's probably the best that we've seen so far
I would think so.
this season from an opponent? Yeah.
Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah, it looked like the glove was really popping from him tonight, and they just did a good job.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes, that's the way baseball goes a lot of times, is the good pitching will shut good hitting down. And you guys have certainly been getting hits and putting runners on base. So a credit to them. They're having a good year, 12-3, but that's just the way it went. We'll get another opportunity tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Right back at it. Danville got their first win over New London last night.
They did.
Yeah. So any thoughts on maybe what we'll expect to see from them? Maybe they'll be looking to build off of that and build a little momentum as, they head towards district play as well. They got a tough matchup with Moravia, or they're in our district.
They are.
So they'll play the first game, and we'll play the first game against Pekin. Danville will see Moravia. We defeated them over there, but always could be different the second time around. You'll have to come with that edge again as another super conference opponent in the South Division. Any thoughts about what you expect to see from Danville tomorrow, or maybe you see a different pitcher? I think they threw Bauer. Against New London, so
they're a different team when Bauer.
So we won't see him probably.
We will not. No, he threw too many pitches. So I think what we talk about after games is you never overlook an opponent, right?
Sure.
It doesn't matter if they're 1-15. You go in there to win a ball game, and it doesn't matter who you're playing.
Yeah.
And that's the message to the kids, and they all have the same mentality. So we're going to go in there and like we always do. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You got the same mentality. Go out there and play baseball and try to win a ball game.
Yeah, Aiden McAtee on the mound tonight. That's a tough lineup to face. Maybe just not one of his better pitching performances on the year. He's certainly done a great job for you guys on the mound. Just a little bit of a rough outing tonight. Isaac, anything that you said to the guys just to keep their heads up maybe in the post-game meeting out there? Any message to them as, season's not over yet. You got tonight, tomorrow at New London, Danville, New London, next week against Davis County as you build for district play. Any message to the guys from one of the Warrior senior leaders?
Not really, but
no?
We all trust in him. I trust in him.
Sure.
Our whole team trusts in each other. We've been turning it around this season. Made strides that I didn't think we were going to make.
Mm-hmm.
We've made strides. I trust Aiden on the mound more than I trust anyone else on the mound, and
Sure.
It's been that way since I was 9 years old.
I would agree with you.
I want to see him out there, and tonight just wasn't his night. He was maybe getting a little tight by the umpire there, but that's no excuse to make. They were putting the ball in play. Their pitching was good. I mean, really, we just can't hang our heads about this. Really, forget it. I mean, stuff happens. You lose games. Sometimes you just get beat.
They played an all-around ball game tonight.
They did. Credit to you guys because we've seen you do this throughout the course of the year. You come off a tough loss, and then the next night you got another opportunity. You seem to maybe just take what you can and learn from it, and you come out the next night and get a win. I mean, I'm sure that was the message. That's what you guys, the mentality. That's what you guys will be looking to do tomorrow night against Danville. Isaac, let's talk about your play this season. Man, it's been sure wonderful. A lot of opportunities at third base tonight. That was the hot corner tonight. It had a lot of opportunities come your way, and you made most of them. And from the plate, you're leading average guy, leading hits for the Warriors, leading about every statistical category as I get ready for these games every day. I write your name down a lot, and that's a credit to you. And I'm greedy because I would expect nothing less from you, and I'm sure you would expect nothing less from yourself. And I know you put that pressure on, and it's nice to see you come through in those situations. So let's just talk about how do you think your senior season has been going? Maybe from the defensive side, maybe from the plate. What have you liked about your game so far this year?
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for how I've performed. There's definitely some mistakes that I make, but I'm human.
Yep. Well, in baseball is a game of mistakes, right? It is.
You fail more than you succeed
in
baseball, and it happens. But at the same time, I try not to focus on my individual stats that much. I want to go out and win games.
Sure.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, and that's a sign of a good leader. You do what you do. You do what you do, and don't worry about the individual stats, but you know what you do helps the team win. And that's you can't ask for any more than that, right, Coach?
Yeah, true captain. He's a true captain over here. I've coached in this program for 12 years off and on, and there's only a number of kids that I say when I see them get in the batter's box that I just, in my mind, they're going to get on base, and Isaac Leffler's one of them. I mean, he's been nothing but a true leader to this team, and I couldn't be more happier in the way he plays. And I'm going to reiterate what he just said. Isaac would give up every base hit he has for wins.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of kid he is, and we really appreciate that as a captain.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, now I've been around the baseball program. I think this is my third year. I watched you guys go to state a couple years ago. You were catching a lot of the time then. And also second base, I believe, that year. Saw you play some center field. This year you've been predominantly in the infield, third short. Is there any favorite spot that you like to play? And you'll do what your coach asks you. I know you will, but if talk freely. Any favorite spot that Isaac Leffler likes to go take the field at?
Well, growing up, it was always shortstop, but I do like catching. It's fun to be in every play. I like to be involved in the game and have the game in your control.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a pitcher, so I'm not very good on the mound because I haven't been there very often, but catching's the one spot that I can really control the game and keep everyone together.
Sure.
And that's, it's best for the team for me to be in the infield this year, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you and Kinnick make a strong left side of the infield, you know. Hey, let's talk about some of the contributions you've been getting from young players this year. Maybe you've had a hand in that, kind of showing them the way. Leo Urach comes to mind. He thought he did a pretty good job coming in relief tonight against that tough lineup. He's had some key hits for you guys. I mean, you know, what have you thought about the contributions from some of your younger players this year?
Yeah, I'm super proud of the freshmen, especially Dan and Leo really stepped up. I mean, coming into this year until basketball season, I didn't know who Dan Caston was.
Sure.
And
I didn't either.
Now I know who Dan Caston is, and he's one hell of an athlete. And he's great to be around. He's quiet. And, of course, I've known Leo my entire life, and he's always been a great kid, always been an amazing athlete. And he's just confident, and you have to have confidence, especially being a freshman on a varsity field anywhere.
Yeah. I guess we're winding down, right? The end of the season?
Yep.
You guys will look to stack a few more wins here as we look towards district play, and I think some winnable games for sure are coming up. You guys will play anybody, anywhere. I know that and have confidence doing it. But, you know, Danville, like you said, Coach, you can't look past them. They got their first win. They're towards the bottom of the conference. You defeated them over there, but you still have to come and play the game and earn the victory. So we'll look for you guys to show up and have that edge. Hopefully, weather permitting, we can get that game in tomorrow. And then that one on Friday, you'll be looking for a little revenge, I think, against New London.
Yep.
They were over here. That was a back-and-forth game. You guys, you know, had that lead late, just couldn't hold it. It was a back-and-forth game. Could have went either way, so maybe looking to turn it around and go our way as we go over there. On Friday, then we got one next week against Davis County. Rival school, non-conference, but to the west of us. We saw them once at the Davis County tournament. It was a 4-1 win, I think, for Davis County. So once again, maybe a little payback coming, as the Warriors will have that on their mind. And that'll complete the regular season, unless we've got some kind of rain or something we've got to kind of make up. Anything, Isaac, come to your mind as we look ahead to those next 3 games here to finish out the regular season?
Yeah, postseason play it's just a different experience. It's fun. I mean, there's stress in it, but you just have to remember what you've been working for all season, all the growth that you've made as a team and as individuals, and go out there and play your best baseball possible. And you have to put your best team on the field. You have to be able to trust all 9 guys on the field, and you can't waver your mindset. You can just trust your physical abilities and go out there and do your job.
Yep, and hopefully come out with that W.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Man, as always, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us here in the postgame interview, and brought to you by the postgame show, brought to you by the school district. And I know it didn't go the way that you wanted it to tonight against a rival there, Central Lead to the east, but we'll tip our hats to them, take what we learned from this one, and as the Warriors have done so many times this year, come back strong after a loss, and hopefully we'll put a notch in the W column tomorrow, and we'll be up here with bigger smiles on our face, because we are playing baseball, a game that we all love. And it's my pleasure to interview you guys and follow you throughout the course of the year. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us in the postgame show. That's Isaac Leffler. I'll call him a Warrior star infielder right now, because that's where we've been most of the year.
I say he's the definition of utility.
Okay, we'll call him star utility player.
I think that sophomore year I played 8 positions.
8 positions? Okay, if you're good with that and you let me call you that, I'll call you the utility player.
He's the utility guy.
Okay, sounds good. And head coach Shane Bigley, always he brings his players up here, gracious enough to grant us their time all throughout the season and talk with us in the postgame show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Shane.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Thank you.
That's head coach Shane Bigley and Isaac Leffler, Star Warrior utility player. We'll go with that. And that'll complete our interviews. We'll take, AJ, we got some more ads to get in? 2-minute break? Okay, we'll take a 2-minute break and come back and wrap up the Warrior Baseball postgame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior pride for you. When we come back in 120 seconds, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live at Tummo Radio YouTube channel, on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tummo Radio Group Sports Network. Back with you in 2 minutes.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you. Final time from the Ferguson Sports Complex on the west edge of Keosauqua here. Overlooking a quiet now Perkins Field. I'm still up here in the Kissling press box with my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, as we wrap up the Warrior Baseball post-game show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. The player of the game tonight brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. That will be Isaac Leffler, our interviewee, along with head coach Shane Bagley. Isaac tonight 1 for 2, had the Warriors' lone hit. It was a double, also had a strikeout. So Isaac Leffler tonight, our Warrior player of the game, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. All right, that's going to about finish up here the post-game show. We'll go through the totals and summaries one more time for you as we get down the line here. I'd like to thank Mr. Kyle Smith, board operator, back at the studio, running the control board back there for us tonight, making this broadcast run smoothly for everybody that's tuned in, viewing, or listening. Isaac Leffler was our player of the game, brought to you by Wells Hometown Drug. I'd like to thank all the listeners, as I always do here in the post-game show, no matter how you chose to make our broadcast part of your evening tonight, tuning in, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel or on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA and Ottumwa Radio Sports Group Station. Either way you chose to make our broadcast part of your evening, hey, a big thanks for doing so. And if you're listening, driving home after leaving the ballpark tonight, please drive safely. AJ and I will make sure that we do the same. Our sponsors, I always thank them in the postgame show, so you know that that's coming at you next. I'll run through them quickly here and also give you their in-game sponsorship if they have one. Iowa Missouri Seeds of Keosauqua, they got the pregame show. Van Buren County Community School District has the postgame show. Cranston Family Funeral Home has the first pitch of the game. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center has the starting lineup. Smithburg Automotive, all the innings, just 5 tonight. That was needed. Dowd's a quick stop. They have the strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. Pilot Grove Savings Bank pitching changes, a couple of them in the game tonight. They'll sponsor those throughout the course of the season. The Van Buren County Hospital has any home runs hit by the Warrior batters. Wells Hometown Drug, player of the game. Crane Concrete Ready Mix sponsors the coaches and players interviews tonight and throughout the course of the year. Other sponsors with us: First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter of Ottumwa, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. Like always, if you are in the area and need some local business, please make sure that you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be viewed and heard on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel and on the air at 92.7 KTWA. If you're not a sponsor currently of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. She would be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, got to get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. Totals and final for you one more time. Central Lee wins it tonight in 5 innings by a score of 12 2. They get 12 runs on 10 hits, no errors. In strand 5, the Warriors 2 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors. They leave 1 on base. Winning pitcher was Davis. The losing pitcher was McEntee. On a kind of a warm, muggy night. It got muggier as the night went on. The time of the game was 1 hour and 28 minutes. To get that pitching line for you, the winner was Blake Davis. Went 3 innings, did not give up a hit or issue a walk. He struck out 8 on 40 game total pitches. The loser was McEntee. He went 2 2/3, gave up 8 hits, issued a couple of walks, and was responsible for 10 runs on 74 game total pitches there. So Central Lee wins it by a score of 12-2. Our next broadcast, AJ and I will be right back here along with Mr. Kirchner tomorrow night. Same thing. JV first. We'll see what the weather does. Hopefully we can get it in around any rain that might be in the area. And varsity will play second about 7 p.m. airtime if things go according to schedule. Danville Bears will be in town. Warriors will have another chance at a win in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Let's go over the team records after tonight. Central Lee, they improved to 13-3 on the year, 7-1 on the road, 6-3 in the conference. Next action for them is tomorrow, Thursday, June 26th. They're at New London, a 7:30 first pitch there. Warriors fall to 8-12 on the year at home. They are 3-5 in the conference now. They are 3-7. Next action for us, like I just said, Thursday, June 26th, 7:30 first pitch right here back at the Ferguson for the Danville Bears. That's the next broadcast. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, and Mr. Kyle Smith back at the studio, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We will all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Wednesday evening and say so long to you from the Kissling Press Box overlooking Perkins Field at the Ferguson Sports Complex here on the western edge of Keosauqua. Final score once again, Central Lee wins it in 5 innings by a score of 12-2. We will talk to you next tomorrow night, 7 o'clock for the pregame show brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seeds. So until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live, a Tumble Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, made possible through the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network. From the Ferguson Sports Complex in Keosauqua,